Welcome to the Howdy Boomy Show. Another week in July. Summer is coming to a close because the pro football camps are opening this week. That's usually the time that you can start closing your pool, and it's just sort of amazing how at nighttime it gets a little bit cooler, your water temperature goes down. But this year, with the heat wave coming across the country, it may not happen so much. I hope people who have been flooded are drying out. I hope the damage is not too extensive, but I'm sure there are some catastrophes there. It was a great weekend here in the Buffalo, New York area. Tremendous weather. Got to watch a couple of grandchildren's softball games, female, which I probably couldn't say 50 years ago, but it was very, very enjoyable. I've looked at all kinds of news items. It's going to be a big week, as is every week with this Hunter Biden scandal that keeps on going on. You know, I said earlier, it is sort of like the boy who cried wolf. Cries wolf, cries wolf. Sooner or later, people are going to tire of it, so I hope some definitive answer comes in that they link all of this stuff to a crime that the Biden family committed, or they don't. One of the two, but let's go on. It's interesting to see both the Republican and Democratic sides in the presidential race. I took a look at the Democratic side. I am a Democrat. I voted first time ever for Hubert Humphrey. Followed that up with myself and about 8 other people in this country who voted for George McGovern. I voted for Jimmy Carter, which wound up being probably the worst vote of my life. And I think that was the last Democrat I voted for President of the United States. And I just hope either side that does this, that wins the nomination, and they start campaigning, remember that they are President of the United States of America. They are President of the legal citizens of the United States of America, of the taxpayers. Sarah Huckabee, who's the governor of Arkansas, was just down in one of her bordering states, one of the borders with Mexico. She said that she was standing there, and they know for sure that just at this one spot, over 200,000 aliens have either snuck through or escaped. Think about that. That's just in one spot. What is Joe Biden doing? Does he want so many people on welfare, so many people indebted to the Democrats and him, that he's willing to secure all kinds of hell for the United States citizens as far as crime, as far as drug trafficking, as far as violence goes? I just don't understand what his theory is. Close the border until you get things straightened out, then go in an orderly fashion. Immigration is a great, great key to this country, but it's legal. You have to have legal immigration. And remember, whoever, Republican, Democrat, you are President of the United States of America, of the legal citizenship, and act as though you have their best interest at heart, because you should. And that's probably the main reason I voted for Donald Trump, because he acted as though, number one, he liked the country he was president of, as opposed to his predecessor and the certain occupants we have now, and he acted for the citizens of the United States. The 2 years before COVID were some of the best American years ever in history, as far as the economy, as far as our stature in the world, as far as peace and safety. Now, I don't know who's running the country. It's not Joe Biden. And unfortunately, in the news daily, there's a gaffe, a mistake, an error. If he's not falling, he's blubbering something that's totally irrelevant. His attention span is that approaching somewhere of a kindergartner now. And the scary part is you've got Kamala Harris waiting in the wings, and we've gotten in this situation merely because the newspapers hate Donald Trump, and they touted Joe Biden, who campaigned out of his cellar, vote for me because I'm not Donald Trump. Well, right now they're in a situation where they're engaged in a Democratic primary against their will. That's why they're trying to destroy the one, I guess, viable candidate, and Robert F. Kennedy Jr. They try to destroy him. And basically, he is running and there's others running because they're saying, vote for me because I'm not Joe Biden. Joe Biden has been a disaster for this country, and people along the border are finding that out. Our military are finding that out. The military should be the strongest part of our force and might. They're there to win, to destroy the enemy. It's not a social experiment. And that's what he's doing. Biden, all of his appointees have nothing to do with competence. They're all there because of appearance, politically correct, the woke generation, diversity. Forget if you're good for the job or not. Diversity. Run it like the NFL. Run it like a football team. The best players are on the field. I don't care what color they are. Get the best players on the field you want to win. Put the best people in the job. Black, white, green, orange, blue, antennas, doesn't make any difference. The best man for the job. That's what you do, and Joe Biden hasn't done that. And our country, as you see in the results, is suffering because of it. And call your editor and say, what are you thinking? It's amazing how they back this guy because he's not Donald Trump. I guess Trump's going to get indicted again and again and again. I didn't realize he was sued as head of the Trump Organization before he ran for president 350 times, so I guess he's used to it. But this is ridiculous what they're doing just to get rid of a candidate. And boy, oh boy, wait till this thing comes out about the Biden family. I hope it does. I hope they're exposed for what they are. It's supposed to be an important week, but they say that every week. I just hope the Republicans don't blow it. Someone grows a set of balls, and the press actually picks up the ball and defends the Constitution and the United States of America. I hope you have a great week. Every day we're going to be doing something, going back to the baby boomer years, to the days of the Wienermobile and Kool-Aid and Clorettes, TV dinners. Amazing what happened back then. I hope you have a great week. Get out and vote. That's how we take this country back. God bless you. God bless America. I'll see you tomorrow.